On the night of the 5th of December 1971, Pakistan launched an audacious attack into Rajasthan. It was a bold plan, one regiment of tanks and thousands of troops. But the best laid plans are often put to naught, and the rout of the Pakistanis at the hands of the Indian Army and Air Force went down in history books, indeed into legend and lore, as the famous Battle of Longewala.
I think what came never returned. You can say more than half of the brigade, if it is this side, is perished. Of the infantry, more than half of artillery, and the complete regiment of armor.
On the face of it, Pakistan had a simple plan. Attack the flank of the Indians at Longewala in the dead of the night and proceed through Rampur all the way to Jaisalmer, capturing a large chunk of Indian territory including the critical airbase at Jaisalmer, and deal a blow to the morale of the Indians and use the territory as a bargaining chip.
Yahya Khan's unique plan to carry out a thrust, hooking and capturing Jaisalmer, whatever number of civilians and troops that are captured would have been his prisoners. So that was his plan, and he was very sure that this plan would succeed, and it would have succeeded. I would say, and I'm not hesitant to say, it is the God that helped us, and he was on our side.
And there wasn't much between the Pakistani tanks and Jaisalmer. Facing this crack Pakistani force were just a handful of Indian soldiers at the outpost at Longewala and 4 Hunter fighter bombers.
Morale was so high. I've never seen men's morale that high. They were jubilant. They said, no problem at all. We will take him on. So it was, actually speaking, it would have been a last battle. If they had come, either him or us, it would have been like that, the enemy or us.
But after the troops at the Longewala outpost fended off the Pakistani onslaught during a long, cruel night, at daybreak, the Air Force swung into action. The hunters found their targets, Pakistani tanks and soldiers in the midst of the desert, with nowhere to hide and a long distance to run.
So I called out personally. I was in touch with the pilots on the RT. So I asked the pilots that try and locate the post, and if there's any threat to the post, deal with that first. So luckily, that one tank was climbing. He was about 50 meters short of the top, because if you are climbing at an incline, you can't fire here because the gun would be lowered down and it will hit the sand in the climb. So he had to get on top and then hit. So he was still in the climb when he was knocked out. When the tank was knocked out, you should have heard the pilot say, the bastard is killed. I've hit him. He's blown up. You know, like that.
The battle not only saved Jaisalmer, but broke the back of the Pakistani army, which never quite recovered in the course of the war. But even as the Indian troops cheered, never has so much been owed to so few. With Srinjay Chaudhary, Vasudevan Rangarajan, Delhi, Times Now.